Good morning, boys and girls. I am back. Mrs. Munoz is back with math, and here are our two colors. Remember, stop and watch. Go with me. Okay, we are continuing learning about area. Yesterday, you were supposed to see if you could find the formula for area. We'll see if you were correct and found it. Remember, formula is like a rule in math that always works. Okay, today we're on page 69 in our student journal. And our goal or our objective today is today I will use the formula for area. So yesterday our goal was to find it. Today our goal is to actually to use it. Okay? Okay, so yesterday we also learned about the length and the width. And remember, length is the long side of our rectangle and width is our shorter side. Okay, so I'm going to flip back for a minute and see if you found it on your own, because we didn't get to talk in person. I'm flipping back to page 64 where we worked on this together yesterday. Yesterday we drew these three rectangles together on page 64, and I gave you the hint and said it's an operation here and an equal sign. So 10 what with 1 equals 10. 1 what with equals 1, and 8 threes equals 24. Hopefully you found out that it's 10 times 1 equals 10, or 1 times 1 equals 1, and 8 times 3, which is 8 groups of 3 is 24. So what our formula was is length. If I took my length and I multiplied it by the width, it would equal my area. So hopefully you discovered that yesterday without me. So today we're actually going to use that. So they give it to us. I flipped back to 69 if you want to flip back with me. So today, they actually, now here's our formula. Our actual formula for area is, here's my shape and here's my long side, so my length. Here's my short side, so my width. And my formula is area equals length times width. Okay, so this is my big formula. It's my most important part. I'm going to put stars because it's so important. So this is what we're doing today. Area equals length times width. Okay, we haven't really been doing our steps, but we are going to today. So this is really, really important. When we do our steps, we're always going to write the formula for area. So we're always going to write area equals length times width. A lot of times we'll shorten it and we'll just say that area equals length. Now, a lot of times for length, you'll see them do a cursive L. Because if I was to do a regular L, I'll show you, sometimes people think it's a 1. So we do a cursive L. So area equals length times width. So we're going to write our formula, and then we're going to substitute the known values into the formula. And I'll show you what that means. It's kind of like we're going to be filling in the blanks, okay? So we're going to fill in, we could say numbers maybe. We're going to fill in numbers. And then we're going to solve for the missing value and label our answer. So these are kind of our steps. You might want to have these out while we're working to follow along with me. Okay. I'm grabbing my red pen, so you can set your pencil down and you can just watch with me for a minute. So here's my first problem, and remember, you don't have it. So my step 1 says I'm going to always write the formula. Okay, it says find the area, but I'm going to write my formula. So my formula is area equals length times width. Okay, my second step says substitute the known values into the formula, which I said fill in the numbers. Do I know the area? No, that's what they want me to find, so I don't know that. Do I know the length? Yes. Remember, the length is my long one, so this is my length right here. So my length is 7 centimeters. And then do I know my width? Yep, my width is my short one. So my width is 4 centimeters. Okay, now it says to solve for the missing value. Well, what is 7 times 4? Now I know some of you know your basic facts and you've been studying that. If you're stuck and you don't know what 7 times 4 is, then you need to make an array. And you could make an array, 7 groups of 4. I could do that. So I could say 1 group of 4, 2 groups of 4, 3 groups of 4, 4 groups of 4, 5 groups of 4, 6 groups of 4, 7 groups of 4. And then I could go back and count them. So hopefully you realized that it is 28. So 7 groups of 4 is 28. And then it says label your answer. So if my measurement is centimeters, remember area is always squared. So I have 28 centimeters squared. Okay, let's try this one. This one's a little bit different. It says find the missing measurement. Okay, so I'm gonna follow my steps again though. I'm just looking at them, they're right over here. I'm just following them. Step 1 says write the formula for the area. So I'm gonna say area equals length times width. Then I'm gonna fill in my missing or my numbers. So this time I actually know the area. I know the number inside. The number inside is 40 inches squared. I know my long number. My long number or my length is 8 inches. But I don't know my width. I don't know what that is. So this time I have to solve for the missing number. I have to think 8 times what will give me 40. 8 groups of what gives me 40? What could fill in here that would get me 40? So I could maybe go through it. If I had 8 groups of 1, no. 8 groups of 2. And if you don't know, I can come over here and start drawing my group. So I need to make 8 groups of 8 until I get to 40. Or maybe I know my basic facts. So this one is, I know my basic facts. So I know it's going to be 8 groups of 5. Because 8 5s equals 40. So my missing number was 5 inches. Okay, and if I didn't know that, then I would have had to do my array and say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So I had 1 group of 8, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, and 5 groups of 8. Okay, I'm going to put down my red pen and I'm going to pick up my green. So let's get ready to go together. And you should be on page 70 of your journal. Now, you might need to flip back and forth to see your notes, but yours actually is right next door. So look at your steps. All right, step 1 is we're going to write our formula. So our formula is area equals length times width. Okay, this time I don't know my area. I don't know the number inside. I do know my length though. I know my long number is 6 meters. That's my measurement meters. And I do know my width. My short one is 2 meters. So this time, what is 6 times 2? So I either know it or I draw an array. So 6 groups of 2, which is the same as 2 groups of 6, because that's the commutative property, is 12. Now remember, area is going to be meters squared. So our answer is 12 meters squared. Okay, let's try another one together. Okay, so let's always use our formula. Area equals length times width. Okay, this time I know the area. I know the inside number is 60 centimeters squared equals my long length is 10 centimeters. Whoops, I'm running out of room. And my short width, I don't know. I don't know my width. Okay, so 10 times what gives me 60? 10 groups of what gives me 60? Well, I know my fives. 10 groups of 5 is 50. 10 sixes is 60. So wouldn't this missing number have to be 6 centimeters? Because 60 centimeters squared would be 10 centimeters times 6 centimeters. So there is our answer. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you are going to try pages 71 and also 72 by yourself. Okay, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Goodbye.